Alright, guys, so Doctor Strange hit in theaters November 4th, 2016, and this movie is gonna be so trippy, like crazy. For one thing, I'm sure most people know by now with all the buzz the origin of Doctor Strange. This super conceited neurosurgeon who, is actually the best in the world at what he does. Comes to grips with this tragic car accident in which he loses his hands are pretty much broken, so he loses his precise accuracy as a surgeon. Aside from that, from there, his career and his life, dreams, everything just go down the crapper, because who he was in his career was everything to him. So once he lost that, he lost everything. Searched the world looking for some type of magical answer, and they'll probably have fun with that as well too, like showing all the places he's traveled to and trying to get some type of answer, which really wasn't it. So when he meets the Ancient One, that's one thing too, because when he met the Ancient One, he trained for some years with the Ancient One, and before he became Sorcerer Supreme. And in some of the photos, we're seeing him in his full Sorcerer Supreme garb. So it's like the time where this movie starts, maybe earlier in the MCU, to where he becomes Sorcerer Supreme, like in the image here. And also in the images with him and Chiwetel Ejiofor playing Baron Mordo, it shows them working together, before Baron Mordo turns against Doctor Strange once he becomes Sorcerer Supreme, which is kind of out of jealousy, because Baron Mordo had trained with the Ancient One much longer than Strange did for the few years that he did, and became the new Sorcerer Supreme. So now we know there's going to be some trippy visuals in this movie, which I think is great. But I noticed something specifically about this picture that Marvel released. When I flipped it upside down and kind of looked closer, that I'm not sure of this dimension he traveled into, whether he used the time gem to kind of see the future versus the soul gem. But if you look closely here, the silhouette of a Titan with rings kind of appears to him, and it's as if he has a vision of Thanos, or I'm not sure if he actually meets Thanos in this picture. But I thought it was pretty interesting, the irony of this visual, and with the things to come in Infinity Wars, just a few movies ahead of Strange. And keep in mind that we also know that with the post-credit scene on Avengers Age of Ultron, that Thanos is coming for all the rings himself. So what movies he's gonna pop up in and do this in, we don't know. He's just gonna appear. So I'm excited to see what happens, because with all the footage that we're seeing, it appears that the soul gem is in the eye of Agamotto that Doctor Strange wears around his neck. So literally Thanos is coming for his neck at some point in time. But that we'll have to wait and see. Aside from that, hopefully we'll get some kind of drop or clues to some kind of Illuminati in this Marvel universe. I'm not sure who's gonna replace Namor or Professor X, but we'll probably take some guesses at that in another video. For this one, I'm gonna wrap it up here. If any comments, just drop them down below. Let's talk about it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Later.